You know that moment at Disneyland when it's barely 10 a.m. and every ride is already an hour wait? Most people think that's just how it is, but it's not. You're just starting your day wrong. You're wasting the most important hours of your entire day and you don't even realize it. And once those hours are gone, they are gone. You don't get them back. So today I'm going to show you how to fix your Disneyland morning so that you can ride more, wait less, and actually enjoy your Disneyland day. I'm Melissa with Mix and Some Magic, and I help you plan your Disneyland trip so that you can ride more, wait less, and just have a way better experience in the parks. And just so you know, this actually works. This is how we've been able to ride 6, sometimes 8 rides before 10 a.m. while most people are just getting into the park. So let's fix your morning. Before we even talk about rope drop though, we need to back up for a second because one of the very biggest things that affects your morning at Disneyland actually happens the night before. When my kids were little and we were doing Disneyland for multiple days, then we'd get back to the hotel completely exhausted. And all I wanted to do was crash after I got those kids to bed. But I knew that if I didn't take a little time that night to prep for the next day, then our morning was going to be rough. We'd be slow, we'd be stressed, and we wouldn't get out the door early. So instead of flopping into bed like I wanted to, I'd start prepping. I'd unload the stroller, repack our park bag, restock the snacks, make sure we had diapers and sunscreen and water bottles all ready to go. I'd lay out the kids' clothes for the next morning, and I'd even shower that night so that I didn't have to deal with it in the morning. It was extra effort for sure, and I definitely didn't feel like doing it, but it made our mornings so much smoother, and that meant that we could get out the door faster, get to the parks earlier, and actually take advantage of those low wait times. So if your mornings feel rushed or chaotic, then this is a great place to fix it. Pack your park bag the night before, lay out everyone's clothes, charge everything, make sure you have your tickets pulled up and ready to go. Remove as much of the chaos as you can so that your morning actually works in your favor. Now, real quick, if this video has been helpful so far, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. And make sure you're subscribed because I have a lot of great videos coming. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake that I see. Most people show up around 9 or 10 or even 11. They grab coffee and breakfast and they kind of wander, and it feels like a good start to the day, but it's actually the worst possible way to start because those first 2 to 3 hours, that's when wait times are the lowest of the entire day. So if you miss that window, you don't get it back. Now let's talk about how to actually fix it. If you want the best possible start to your day, then this is it. Rope drop. This is how you ride more in the first couple of hours than a lot of people do all day. But only if you commit to it. You need to be there early, and I hate that. But you need to be there early and you need to be ready. You need a plan, because if you've ever walked into Disneyland and stopped and looked around and said, what should we do first? Then this is exactly why your day falls apart. That hesitation, that's where you lose your advantage. Rope drop only works if you move with purpose. So here's exactly what to do. Get to security about 45 to 60 minutes before the park opens. Security opens before the park. Then line up at the ticket gate. The ticket gate will open about 30 minutes before the park opens. Next, you're going to line up in front of whatever land you're going to first. And most importantly, know what ride you're going to before you line up. At Disneyland, go straight to Space Mountain or Indiana Jones if your group likes big rides. These rides build long wait times fast, but if you're not interested in those big rides, then head to Fantasyland and knock out all the rides there. But whatever you do, do not start your day with Peter Pan. That line is already long immediately, and do not start with Rise of the Resistance. It sounds like a good idea, but it is one of the biggest mistakes you can make in the morning because it's unpredictable and draws huge crowds. So you're going to end up waiting longer than you would if you went later in the day, and I do not want that for you. Now, if you're watching this and thinking there's no way I'm waking up early on vacation, then I get it. I'm not a morning person and it's actually kind of the worst. You'll definitely have an advantage if you can rope drop, but if that's not your style, then I have an alternative. A middle ground, if you will. You show up right at opening, not super early, but not super late. So you'll still get ahead of the crowds, just not as much as you would with rope drop. And honestly, for a lot of families, then this is the sweet spot. So if that's you, then focus on rides like Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder. You can still get a lot done without being there super, super early. And if you're rolling in late, listen, no judgment, I've been there, but we need to shift your strategy because this is peak crowd time. So instead of trying to force rides, then you need to focus on attractions with low wait times, focus on food, enjoying the atmosphere and shows, using lightning lanes strategically. And my biggest tip for you is stay until closing because the last couple of hours of the night, that is one of the best times to ride. That's your comeback. If you're getting there late, then you gotta stay late. And I actually recommend staying late to anyone who can hang that long because like I said, the last 2 hours of the park being open have some really short wait times. They aren't quite as good as rope drop wait times, but they are still really great. One quick tip that most people don't think about is breakfast because it can ruin your morning. I know that Disneyland breakfast sounds fun, but if you stop and sit down early, then you are trading your best ride time for Mickey pancakes. And I love Mickey pancakes, but it's not a good trade and you can get those later. So eat breakfast before you get there or wait until later. Ride first, eat later. Once it starts to get more crowded around 10 a.m., that is a great time to stop for breakfast. Okay, did I overwhelm you with information? Hopefully not. But if you only take away 3 things from this video, then make it these. Prep the night before, know your plan before you walk in, and protect your first hour. Do that and your entire Disneyland day will feel easier and smoother, and you'll get way more done. And if you want me to take all of this and map it out for you step by step, like exactly what to ride, when to ride it, how to use a lightning lane, how to rope drop, plus packing lists, hotel tips, and printables, that is exactly why I made my Disneyland Planning Guides. And if you've ever left Disneyland feeling like you didn't get enough done, this is what fixes that. I will link those below because you don't need more time at Disneyland, you just need a better plan. If this helped, make sure you like this video and subscribe because I share Disneyland tips like this all the time. And if your Disneyland mornings have felt a little stressful before, then now you know exactly how to fix them. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.